Oh my god, hi! Haven't seen you in a whole week, let's talk shit together! Something I've been thinking about recently is words that are so integrated into people's everyday lives that they use them without realising the true meaning behind what they're saying. Language and slang changes so much from generation to generation, and especially nowadays in this modern whirlwind of constantly evolving internet speak, this often results in certain words either changing definition to mean something completely different, or more so, rude words that were once considered unbelievably offensive now barely even noticeable as an insult. For example, I like to think that I'm not a particularly rude person, and yet not 5 seconds into this video, I said shit. And now I just said it again. I wholeheartedly admit that being a potty mouth is fun sometimes, and some people do just need to chill out when it comes to swearing. But at the same time, honestly, young people are so rude to each other nowadays. The other day, right, I went to make a cup of tea and there was no milk in the fridge again. Oh my god, you're such a twat. I know, right? Why aren't insults rude anymore? The reason I'm bringing this up is because recently I realised just how rude some of the things I used to say when I was a kid were, but I just didn't notice at the time because they were just words that everyone used back then. I don't know what it's like where you come from, but in my area of Northern England, there's a surprising abundance of slang words for a special needs person or disabled person, which there really shouldn't be in the first place, but somehow we got a lot of them. There's the pretty standard ones like spaz, spastic, retard, mong, and then there's the more obscure ones like remmer, which I think comes from rem as in rapid eye movement, to describe someone with a lazy eye or some other kind of eye-related facial tic. Spacker, which is a very politically incorrect word used specifically for people with cerebral palsy. Ugh. And my hometown's personal favourite, dudder, derived from its original meaning of confusing someone with strange noises or movements. Don't ask me why dudder was the word of choice, it just was, and we used it all the time. Just like most kids nowadays, we weren't actively trying to be rude, it was just one of those words that someone learnt from an older kid and distributed it around the whole class until everyone knew it. And just like other rude words that are thrown around carelessly these days, dudder just stopped seeming rude after a while and became a normal word. So instead of using it in a demeaning way like, oh, look at that bunch of dudders, I bet the mums still tie their shoelaces, it just became a regular noun for special needs people, and every day we walk into the dining hall and go, oh, looks like the dudder's got all the chips first. It didn't just happen in school either. The buses in my hometown had a stopping bell next to the fold-out disabled seats at the front, and instead of going ding like all the other bells, it went bzzzt. So someone ringing any of the other bells to get off was completely unremarkable, but the second someone pressed that disabled bell, every young person on the bus looked up from their iPods and books and phones and shouted in unison, "Dudder bell!" I'm sorry, disabled people of Burnley. So there you have it. Kids can be horrendously insensitive, but at the same time, the way words evolve nowadays means that a lot of them don't actually realise what they're saying. Maybe just think twice before you call your friend a retard for pushing a pull door or something. Or at least make sure you're not stood in front of a mental institution. I am going to leave you with one final thought about probably the most obvious word that's changed definition in this modern age, the word gay. Originally, the word gay meant happy or jolly, but even with its association with homosexuality, it's still used way too carelessly for my liking. Oh mate, do you hear that new Justin Timberlake song? That is well gay, well gay. My internet's broken, so I haven't been on YouTube for like 3 hours. Totally gay. Shut up! Listen to Fall Out Boy, kids. Gay is not a synonym for shitty. Now, I like old-fashioned humour, and one of my favourite English comedy duos, Stephen Fry and Hugh Laurie, actually did a sketch in 1987 about this very topic. So, in embarrassingly Stephen Fry fangirling fashion, I'm going to recreate it for you now. Please enjoy, and have a gay day. You know what I'd like to know? Have you told me before? Nope. Then how could I possibly? I'd like to know why, oh why, the word gay has been so ruthlessly hijacked from our beloved English language. I agree with your question 100%. Gay used to be such a lovely word. A lovely word! Yes! Can't use it anymore, it's been taken away from us. That's right, no longer can ordinary people such as we use an ordinary word like gay in an ordinary example of the great British sentence. Without people thinking that you mean puffy, it's a disgrace. Damn shame. And there's another one you see, puffy. Can't say that anymore. Of course you can't. Used to. All the time. Yes, but now, people think you mean arse bandit. Oh, arse bandit. Perfectly decent couple of words. That's right. Used to use them every day. So did I. Would you care to have a go on the arse bandit? Quite innocently. Yes, or back in a moment, darling, I'm just taking the arse bandit to the menders. Yeah, and now of course, nowadays, people think you mean homosexual. Right. And there's another one. Yeah. When was the last time you could use the word homosexual in its proper context? Right, and it's such a lovely word. Oh, it's one of the great words. My word, Jane, I used to say to my wife. The garden's looking very homosexual this morning. That's right. Lovely word. Or, landlord, I'll have 2 foaming pints of your most homosexual beer. Oh, and a packet of arse bandits as well. Yes, and keep the change. Right, yeah. But nowadays, people just laugh at you. That's right. Oh well, I'm off to the dry cleaners to pick up a couple of screaming benders. You coming? Let's see, why not? Maybe we could get them home and go to bed with them. That's right.